My story, very briefly, I'm what people jokingly call a recovering MBA. I've met a lot of recovering MBAs, recovering attorneys, and people who have moved into very different areas. And while I enjoyed a lot of things about my life, and was having success in some areas, I was having a horrific battle with pain, with chronic pain, that was to the point where it was about to put me in a wheelchair. So I think it really ties in with what Michael was saying, some things that Brenda was saying. If you're not on your path, your guides are going to shake you hard until you get on your path. So I was fortunate. I met the gentleman in 2010 that had the contract to wake me up. And he did it very simply. He mentioned the book Journey of Souls by Michael Newton. And I can't describe myself as having read it. I devoured it. It was like, I felt like I'd found the answer book to what I didn't even know I was looking for. And it changed everything. And Dr. Newton describes the over 7,000 patients that he saw during his 30-year career and some of the highlights of that in his past life regression sessions. And as I was reading it, it was like, this is it, this is the truth. He talked about the soul and soulmates and soul contracts, and just like everything shifted for me. It was really one of those moments. And I knew I had to have my own session, which I did pretty quickly after reading that book. And I knew after I had that first session, because so much started improving and getting better, I knew I had to train and do this myself. So that's how the wake-up call came for me. And there's lots of results that can come, and again, I'm going to let you read this through this on your own, but it's wonderful because it's a modality that's just so versatile, and that's just a fantastic thing that can help with so many different things. And a lot of it's counterintuitive. It's kind of surprising because you're thinking, how could past life regression help me with my life path and figure out my gifts and my services. And Anne is a great example of that, because in the 4 hours that we worked together, we spent about this much time on a past life, because that's all she needed to release, and most of it was about looking forward and just releasing those pieces of being able to self-actualize now. So that's something that's really, really exciting. And today I'll be sharing a couple positive experiences that my clients told me about, and those often include positive physical benefits. And it's wonderful because when we really get into our best health, everything else just gets better. I mean, you're able to enjoy life more, do more, have the relationships you want, do the work that you want. So I just see it as a foundation in a lot of ways. It's hard to live the life that you're intended and want to if you don't have your health. So it's often that basic building block, just like Brenda was talking about. And I'm going to just talk about one client quickly, and then you'll be able to read the others yourself. This gal who lives in California, she was a great example of your body knows how to heal itself. And she came to me because she was having a lot of physical pain, specifically in the lower half of her body. And she was also having anxiety and financial challenges. And a lot of us can get in that tough spot where when one thing goes really wrong, other things start to become more problematic too. And then the opposite is true. Once we fix one, the others start to rise up too. So the reason she contacted me was she was unable to ride her bike. And that was really important to her because it's her primary mode of transportation. So it wasn't just, I can't go for a little ride on Sunday. It was really important to her. Thanks for joining us. If you'd be so kind as to fill in that top form for me. Thank you. So what we did in the session is we balanced and we strengthened her lower chakras, and she was just so ready for it. It was just... It honestly happened almost before the session began, because we always talk together and kind of set our intent, and I understand what the person's looking for, and just agree together, does it make sense to do a session? Is now the time, and am I the right person? And always happy to refer if I'm not, because you've got to feel comfortable with each other, and you have to be able to communicate well. So literally, when we went into the session, she's like, I can't believe the difference since we talked together, 3 days before, and now I'm ready to go. And so it was just great. We did find what's called a lifetime of origin. And the concept of that is, it's well named, it's what it sounds like. It's when an issue first presented. So with the concept of the soul being eternal and incarnating many, many times. But there can be a lifetime where something came up and we don't heal it completely. So we bring forward that energy with us. So we were able to find that lifetime of origin for her. Within 2 days, she was able to easily ride her bike again. And she was also able to take brisk walks without having a lot of lower back pain. And she said that had been years, but it hadn't been enough to drive her to a session until she couldn't ride her bike because she couldn't get around. So that was just wonderful. And it was also important because she had a job that required a lot of walking. And she also loved to walk dogs too, both volunteer and some work for WAG or Rover or whatever. So it was just a big deal for her to be able to walk easily. And what we also were able to do in this session, it was a four-hour session, and it may sound long, but your higher self and your guides determine that process. And most people say that went much more quickly than I thought it would. There's also the option of doing a 2.5 hour session. But we were also able to ground and clear her energy, and that addressed her anxiety because she's a wonderful writer. She's already a playwright, but she'd gotten really stuck in trying to complete her first book because she just had so much material and she couldn't figure out what went into it. So my guides whispered to me, don't put that on the question list. We'll just see if that comes up and if we're able to deal with that too. And it was wonderful we were, because she stopped second guessing herself, and we were able to outline the entire book during this session because we just called in her writing guide, and she didn't ever think about that we all have many guides, and you can ask for specific assistance with something. You may have that one guide that's always with you, but you can ask for a specific guide too. So we called in her writing guide. We were able to outline the chapter, what the content would be in each chapter, what the themes were, as well as the title of the book and the names of the chapters. And she said it was just like the weight of the world coming off her from knowing that and having that structure. So it made a big difference for her, improved her health. She felt a lot happier and also improved her finances. So it's just a joy to get to be involved in something like that and to know that somebody's life, when they're doing their own work. I'm not doing magic. I just get the privilege of going on your magic carpet rides when someone is really ready to do the work. So it's really, really fun. So that is that case study. And the next one, all I'll say is this one was amazing, and it became my book. It became the first book. And it was just a gentleman who had some profound issues with pain, and he needed to learn a lesson of forgiveness. So that's what was going on with that one, and you'll be able to read more details, and happy to answer questions about that. And the third one was a gentleman who had Lyme disease, and it was another person who had gotten stuck in trying to do his book. It's just kind of funny. We always attract the right perfect clients for us, and I attract a lot of authors because I was a super stuck author. It took me years to get the first one done. It was a lot of kicking and screaming. It wasn't a gracious process. So because of that, I think that's why I attract a lot of authors who've gotten stuck. So what we're going to do today to move into the exercises is set your intent. Just close your eyes for a moment, get really comfortable, and just think about what would be the most helpful for you today. Is there something health-wise? Is there something relationship? Is there something financial? Just think about your intent for today. And the suggestion that I'm going to give to you, it's really simple, and I'll just share it with you now so that you don't feel nervous or uncomfortable at all, is I'm going to ask you several times during the exercise to go to the place and time with the most healing and information for your life now. So it's just that simple. There's none of this directing that's going on. I'm not going to direct you to go to a certain life. And I'd like you to take the leap of faith to just trust. Just trust what you see during the experience. Some of you may more sense or feel or know or hear or smell. We've got all our senses, so any of them are equally valid. Those are our clairs. It's all equally valid. You may get a combination of them, definitely. And again, asking you to just trust, even if what you see seems unexpected or strange or a bit silly. Just go with it and just have a good time with it, and that will allow more information to come through that's even more therapeutic for you. And another request would be, try and just release your expectations and your judgments the best that you can. So I know that can be hard for us to do, but just trying to calm down that left brain, so to speak, and getting into our right brain, which is our creative side. And that's what we dream with at night. And that's where those sounds and those images and those smells that Michael was interpreting for us so powerfully all come from. And when we're going through the exercises, if you can just relax and breathe and let the scenes come to you naturally. You don't have to work hard. You don't have to go looking for them. Just let them come to you. And sometimes there's little stops and starts, and it'll just all be just fine. Well, we're going to do 3 visualization exercises. We're going to go to a big city, and then we're going to look out over the water from a pier, and then we're going to stand in a train station. So just think of this as a guided meditation. As we see and experience those 3 scenes, once you see some information, just add action to it. You can hear, smell, feel, know. Fill that scene with details. Look for what else is there. Let it come to you naturally. Don't question, just go with the flow, as I mentioned, even if it seems a little funny or a little surprising. Okay, so you're now in a big city. You're standing on the corner of a busy street in a big city. There's a lot of traffic, lots of noise, lots going on. See that scene and fill it full of lots of details, sounds, sights, and smells. You're standing on the corner of a busy street in a big city. Now leave that scene and know that more can come to you later, including when you're dreaming. The scene is now going to change. You're now standing on a pier looking out at the water. It's a fishing pier. Perhaps there are boats on the water. There may be people wading or swimming or fishing. But you're looking out at the water as you stand on the pier. That scene now changes. More can come to you later very easily. You're now standing in a train station. You are on the platform of the train station. There's a train coming down the track. You can see it, hear it, smell it, and sense the motion. Try to feel the vibration of the platform as the train comes closer and pulls into the station. What are the smells and sights around you as you stand on the platform watching the train arrive? Now leave that scene knowing it can fill in more later. Our purpose today is to find healing and information for your current life now. When you're ready, you're back. You can open your eyes. You're fully integrated with your body at the Bellevue Marriott. It's Saturday, June 9th, 2018. You can open your eyes as soon as you're ready. All right, can we do a quick show of hands? Who was able to get some information in that city scene? Were you able to experience or see or hear anything there? Okay, great. Thank you. How about the pier, the water scene? Okay, so some people there. Wonderful, great. How about the train platform? Train, okay. Okay. Was everybody able to get something in one of the scenes? Or was it a little bit hard?
When you say get something, yeah. Just like see something?
See, hear, smell, anything.
I mean, the visualization of it. I mean.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Yes, 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 because it's not always like this movie just like rolling out perfectly. That's one of those expectations that you have to kind of just put aside. So, great. Did anybody notice anything surprising with any of the scenes, like in the clothing, in the type of train, type of cars? Anything? A quick share on that? What was surprising?
On a different planet.
Perfect. Perfect.
Very futuristic. There was the train was actually up, like it wasn't
Yes.
underground. It was high
Yes.
in the sky, like
Trains can do that. People can go 1800s or they can go, I don't know what century that is in the future, or planet. Yes. 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 So what a wonderful example of just being open to whatever comes, because there's no right answer. You know, the brain can just use these allegories and metaphors, and so that's great. And the question comes up often, what is hypnotherapy? My favorite is, will you make me dance like a chicken? No, we will not be doing that today. That's stage hypnosis, and instead what we're working on today as part of the Spirit Summit is the soul work. So that's the difference with this. You already know, and hopefully are feeling real comfortable with this. You've got free will to participate or not, and at what level. So if I use any words that are not your preferred words, just change them up. Just be free flowing with it. Like if I say universe or God or just something that just like it's like that nail on the blackboard for you, just change it. Just keep going with it the best you can. So that would be wonderful. And all we're going to do during the past life regression is just relax and be gently guided to what's called the theta state of consciousness. And that's like when you're falling asleep at night, like when you're like half awake and half asleep. That's what the theta state is. And it's just this beautiful relaxed state. Same thing in the morning when you're like not quite awake. And it's just wonderful healing and new information can come in there, like trying to replay, what was that dream about? I mean, it's a time when our guides can really often speak to us. So that's all that we're working to do, is to connect with our soul or our higher self. And that's where the utility value comes in, of then being able to heal and release the pain and reframe experiences. So, all right. We've all got memories stored in our subconscious because our souls are eternal and emotions are just timeless. And your higher self and your guides are going to be the architect. Everybody's going to have a different, unique experience for you that they're going to create and engineer for you. What we're going to do next is we're going to go to a healing temple. Because it's a great way to raise our vibration and to then just segue immediately into the past life regression experiences. So we will go to the healing temple, and then we will experience 2 lives. And as Erica pointed out, those lives can be anywhere. You might be a different kind of life form. It could be different planet. And it may be past, it may be future, it may be parallel, so just keep it open. So we will visualize that healing temple, and then we will bring in 3 colored healing lights, because color has a lot of vibration to it and a lot of healing properties from it. So everyone's going to get a different color that's going to come in, and you're just going to simply observe the color. Where does it go on your body? It'll go to a specific place on your body. And then you're just going to notice, how does it feel? You don't have to remember any of this. I'm just giving you the preview of what we're going to do, and we'll just go through it step by step. But it's often easier to relax if you know what we're going to do. And you can return to the healing temple if you like that exercise. You can return there anytime on your own, because it's a really simple but powerful technique. You can go there before you go to sleep at night and just ask to stay there all night and really notice what's different in the morning. And then there'll be a spot where you can later write down some notes. All right. Is everyone okay with, we're going to take a small, safe little boat and go on a lazy river and go in through a crystal cave to get to our other 2 lives? Is everybody okay with those images? Okay. And the cave, same thing. You're in control. If you don't particularly like caves, make it big. Make it have lots of light. You're in control. So, all right. Very good. Well, I'd like you all to just close your eyes and get very comfortable. You're going to now visualize and create your own healing temple. It may appear to you like a building. It may be a place in nature. Maybe it's a waterfall. Maybe it's the woods. Maybe it's a special moment in time where you really feel this beautiful healing is possible. So I'd like everyone to raise your hands silently when you have your healing temple. When you get an impression of it, let me know and go on into that healing temple. This is very easy. Your guide will help you. It can always morph and change over time. So please enter your healing temple. I'm calling in the first colored light to come to you. We would so appreciate a colored healing light coming in and going to a specific place on your body. So please allow that healing light to come to you and to go to a specific place on your body. Just notice what color or colors it is, and how does it make you feel? Or what does it look like? That beautiful healing light can powerfully, permanently heal you. It will be very comfortable, yet completely do the work that it needs to do. That light can stay with you as long as it needs to. But a new colored light is going to come in. A new healing light will now come to a specific place on your body. It's very easy for that healing light to come to you, to a specific place on your body. Notice the color. How does it make you feel? Or what does it look like? One more colored light is going to come to you now. We invite it in, and it may go to a specific place on your body, or it may go all around your body and your aura. It knows exactly what to do. Notice the color, and what does it feel or look like? Enjoy it as it gently, yet permanently and effectively heals your body, your emotions, your mind and your spirit through all space and time. I invite those lights to stay with you as long as they need to. I'd like you to now put a white light bubble all around you. And this will help our vibration easily rise, as will the violet flame prayer, which I'll say briefly for all of us. Thank you, angels, for sweeping your nets up to the core of Mother Earth through our entire four-body systems, removing any energy that does not serve us, removing any energy that is not ours or is ours in combination with someone else's, taking it up to the light for healing now, bringing peace and relaxation in its place. Thank you, angels, for sweeping your nets up to the core of Mother Earth, removing anything that does not serve us fully in this time and place, bringing love and peace and joy into our lives in a very powerful way. Thank you, angels, for sweeping your nets up to the core of Mother Earth and through our entire four-body system, removing anything that does not serve us, bringing calm and relaxation and peace in its place. You're now walking across a beautiful meadow on a perfect summer day. The temperature is just right. You have all the time in the world. As you walk slowly across that meadow, you see a very inviting tree in front of you, and you walk toward that tree. The tree is gorgeous. It's so healthy, so many leaves, lots of birds chirping in that tree. Perhaps there are some flowers around it. You touch that tree and feel the bark and get very grounded in your energy. You pull up support from Mother Earth for your life to help you so powerfully now. You are so loved and supported. You notice you can hear the sound of water. It's very inviting. You trust this is part of your journey as you walk over toward that sound of water. You're at the edge of a lazy little brook now. You see a little boat, a very comfortable looking, small, safe little boat. You easily climb down into that boat and make yourself very comfortable. It's filled with exotic, inviting looking cushions. You stretch out on those cushions. The boat releases itself from the side of the river the little lazy river where it was staked, waiting for you. The boat knows exactly where it's going. It moves slowly down the river. You stretch out, you're so comfortable. It's like you don't have a body at all. You travel down the river. It knows exactly where it's going, and you enter into a cave, a very inviting cave. Inside the cave, there's plenty of space. It's the exact amount of light that you prefer. You notice, to your wonder, that there are incredible crystals lighting up and radiating in response to your presence. They heal your body so gently, so easily as you travel through this marvelous crystal cave. The boat knows exactly where it's going as it takes you to another place and another time that has the best healing and information for your life now. The boat exits the cave. The boat is slowing down. The boat is stopping. The boat has now stopped. It's time for you to easily stand up, look around you, and plant your feet firmly back down on the ground. Look down at your feet. Notice what you're wearing on them, if anything. Notice your clothing. You can easily see the details. You can notice if you're wearing anything around your waist or wrists, on your fingers, around your neck, on your head. You know your gender, or if you're more androgynous. Notice your age. Do you feel younger or middle-aged or older or perhaps timeless? Notice your health. Does your body feel healthy or is there a challenge? I'd like you to move forward to an important day in that lifetime. Ask your guide if you need assistance. Go to an important day now. It's easy to see what's happening. Trust. I'd like you to move forward to another important day. Notice what's happening around you. I'd like you to move forward to the place where you live. You can easily get there very quickly. You can see fine details of what the place where you live looks like from the outside. You can enter it, go to your favorite place in your home. Why is that your favorite place? What do you like to do in this lifetime? What's your occupation, or how do you spend your time? Notice what you need to in that lifetime. I'd like you to move forward to the last day in that lifetime. You can look back. Whatever happened already happened. There's no discomfort. You're easily out of your body. You're an eternal soul. It's not going to bother you to leave your body. Watch it as an observer. Look back and see that lifetime from a higher perspective. What was the meaning? Why are you being shown this particular lifetime? You can reframe it as necessary. Notice if there's anyone you knew in that lifetime that's in your life now. Why is that important? Trust. Every lifetime has a lesson, a purpose. What was the lesson or purpose of that lifetime? And how does it help your life now? We're going to leave these experiences behind us. It will be very easy for more of this information to come to you again tonight while you sleep, anytime this weekend. It'll be very easy for more of this information to come to you. You've learned how to open this door. You've learned how to open this gateway. Your guide will assist you. I want the energy and the personas to recede into the past or wherever they best belong. With much love and thanks for the healing and information today, I want you to remember the things that you experienced just now are from the past or wherever they belong. That is where they best belong. Please leave them there. Feel any weight of them lifting. We've only remembered these experiences to bring more peace, love, and joy into your life now. Your present life is the most important one of all and what we're here to celebrate. I'm going to count to 10 and you'll be wide awake, feeling refreshed and wonderful all over. Wide awake, easily able to jot down what you need to later today at your convenience. You'll be able to easily enjoy the rest of your day at this wonderful conference. You'll be able to easily, safely drive home because you are getting fully grounded and alert once again. 1, 2. Your breath is coming a little faster. Your blood is circulating faster. You're waking up easily now. 3, 4. You're aware of your physical body again. You're back in the Bellevue Marriott, just having had a very interesting experience. 5, 6. You're aware of the sounds inside and outside the room. You can hear the clapping. You're welcome to gently stretch if you need to. 7, 8. You're coming up very nicely now, returning fully conscious to Saturday, June 9th, 2018. 9, 10. You're wide awake, feeling wonderful all over, able to remember everything you saw, heard, and experienced, to make notes on your handout at your convenience. My suggestion would be to write about the past life portion as soon as you can, because it can kind of fade like a dream. So you're welcome if you want to take a minute now, or if you're ready to jet over to the experience zone, we'll do that too. Well, thank you so much for taking the time, and as I said, very happy to talk with you. I know today was very truncated and I want to get you back on time. So thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you.